What is going on, guys? Hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I was off all last week, but we're back at work now. It's December 3rd, it's Wednesday, and we have a unit that's not heating at a commercial property. It's a York rooftop unit, and the customer says it's 60 degrees in the space. Let's go up there, see if we can get them going. All right, we have a York package unit that is not heating. I hear the blower running. Yeah, I hear it blow. I hear it running. Let's see what we got. Bet you it's out on a high limit. Alright, fan only. Our fault light's flashing. Let's see what it's about to say. HS1 locked out due to limit switch. Okay. Alright, let's figure out which limit switch is locked. Well, the blower's running, the belt's not tight. It appears that this system had a drive at one point, but it was taken out and a contactor put in. Doesn't sound like it's running very fast, does it? We just have a steady heartbeat here. So we have two limit switches. We have a rollout switch. Let's listen. Not tripped. And then we have the high limit switch, which is right there. Chances are it tripped that limit switch there. It's probably because of that belt. Let's get it reset. See what happens. Yeah, this belt has got to be the problem. Look at this thing. It's about to fall right off there. Let's pull it off here and see what size it is. A49. There's a couple spares over here. See if they're any account. Is the belt, yeah, it's not cracked, but it's certainly wore out. You see all this is worn pretty good along this edge here. So this one still looks pretty good. This one is dirty, but it doesn't appear that it's that bad. I like this brand better. See, this is a Browning belt, but a Gates thing. So, what is this? Our Browning? Mega. Nope. All right, this belt looks like the best one out of them. So we're gonna put this belt on there. We're gonna trash this one and we're gonna tighten it up. All right, I put the new belt on and I probably don't have to tighten it at all because it's right tight now. So that belt was just really wore out. I honestly don't trust either of these belts here. This one doesn't look bad, but I still don't think it's brand new. Let me look on the truck, see if I got an A49. All right, so these filters, pretty sure that's 10 of 2024, not 1024 of this year, because, you know, they're not trash, but they're not clean either. I would expect less dirt than that from just over a month. So chances are that was probably when the belt was replaced too, last time the filters were, or at least checked. Let me check our history to see if we were the last ones that did this. Probably were, because we installed this unit a few years ago. All right, no A49 on the truck. And last time we touched this unit was December of last year. So we serviced it in October, and then there was some no heating issue because of the spark igniter. Can't remember what it was. I don't know. It said something about replaced or something, the spark igniter. Not sure what that was about, but the service contract was not renewed for this year. So that's why he's got year-old filters and a floppy belt. So, all right, let's turn it back on. We'll fire it up. All right, she's starting up now. Draft inducer sounds fine. Any moment now. And there's flame. Igniter dropped out, which means we proved flame. Sounds awful jumpy. Hear that? Maybe it hasn't started in a while. Sweet. Well, that's a whole lot better. Oh yeah. That belt was flopping and skipping before, but she's running good now, so that was our problem. That was certainly our problem, my friends. And the funny thing about this is this guy most likely canceled his service contract because he thought he didn't need it. Well, now he's going to spend exactly what it costs on his service contract on one service call just for me to replace a belt. So, is maintenance needed? Yes, it is. Especially when you have rooftop units like this that have filters that the building manager can't get to up on a roof, and they have a belt that not everybody knows how to replace. So maintenance is very necessary, especially on commercial units like this. I'm scrolling the sensors here, and that's the supply air temperature saying 91.4. Now, I don't know where that supply air temperature sensor is, but there's no way it's only putting out 91 degree air. Don't believe it. Don't believe it at all. And we have return air at 69, so that only gives us like a 22 degree split. And then outdoor air is 59. See, that's wrong too. We must be right in the sunlight because it's only in the 40s out here. She's back operational. We'll see if he wants us to send a PM guy back to change the filters and put a new belt on it, but I'm okay leaving it the way it is if he doesn't. But maintenance guys, don't skip it. Yeah guys, so that customer probably canceled his service contract to try to save some money. Probably thought, well, I probably don't need to do this. The unit's only a few years old. But once he canceled his service contract, the very next year, he had an issue. You need to get the filters changed. You need to get the belts checked. So we're going to get him signed back up for a service contract. I can't force him to do it. And I can go out there every year and charge him the labor rate to replace his belt and check his filters. But it's better if he gets ahead of the game so his tenants aren't left with no heat. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.